You've both lived the growth of soccer in this country, right? From the times when it was less popular to now it being very popular. How frustrating is it to see still that in other countries globally, there is a resistance to maybe letting girls play soccer?
It's actually incredibly frustrating. We're one of the better countries in terms of that, but you still see the resistance here. We still feel that, and whether that's negotiating our contracts or the stadiums we play in or the turf or whatever. But to know that around the world it's getting better, which is a positive, but to be very realistic, it's not anywhere near good enough. It feels like in a lot of ways this sort of constant struggle, and you kind of have to fight against the feeling of sort of being a nag all the time and constantly bringing these things up. But I mean, the facts are the facts, and unfortunately, being one of, I think, the more popular teams and probably the most recognizable team in the world, I think we see that as our responsibility. We have the platform, we have the social media following and sort of the media's attention to be able to constantly push that agenda, which is really just equality.
I think that the hardest thing, like the biggest pull for me, is that I do see progress, but it is extremely slow. So like Megan said, we don't want to, it feels like we're always like nagging, we're using our platform to always just try to break down barriers and make people more aware of the situation globally.
What do you guys think needs to change?
I think having more women involved, women in C-suites, women in the marketing department, obviously women all over all of the decision-making process. I think oftentimes there aren't women in the room, and so that perspective is not brought, and the people in the room are not thinking of it on their own. I think sports in general is a very sort of male-dominated, especially in the management division, is very male-dominated. You can say, oh, well, we put you in a stadium of 60,000 and you didn't sell out and the men sold out or whatever, but if the marketing's not the same, if those kinds of things that maybe are behind the scenes aren't the same, then we're really not playing from an equal playing field, or from a level playing field at least. That gives us the opportunity to at least try to reach our potential. I think that we exceed what is expected of us over and over and over and over again, and it would be nice if there was maybe the foresight to think, oh, maybe this is their potential, it's much higher, let's try to tap into that.